If you are under the age of 18, the content of this video is not intended for you. Please stop watching now. Hey YouTube, it's Audrey and I'm here for a little fun playing with Lady Kre, who is Fun Creations here on YouTube, and Faye, who is Relax and Scrap. We are doing Fri-Yay Fun with Lady Kre tonight, and so I would hope that we can inspire you, get you to pick up your stuff and start crafting and just inspire each other. So I'll tell you, I pulled out a whole lot of stuff for these projects. And I do also want to enter this into two crafters, one design for this week. Yep, it's Friday. They got a new thing tomorrow, but it's still Friday. It's still this week. So the theme this week was birds. And I had actually pulled out a couple things earlier this week and just never got to them. So I decided to include those in this fun night of Fri-Yay Fun. So let me quickly show you the plethora of stuff that I used. I used some of these decorated head pins. I used this chain. I used this purple feather eyelash trim. That's from the dollar store, from Dollar Tree, or the Dollar Spot from Michael's. And then I pulled out one of my Better Press plates. Since I got the Better Press out, I am deciding I am using it. I use the Scrappy Boy card die, which is a bookmark and toppers. I pulled out this, and most of these things I've had forever except for the Better Press. That's kind of recent, but this I've had years and years and years and have never used it. And so my mother-in-law loves hummingbirds, so that's why I have pulled out some hummingbird things to make a couple cards to send her throughout this year. So this one is from Crafter's Companion Gemini, and it consists of a embossing folder and then two stencils. I also have this that I recently got off clearance off HSN. It was very expensive. I want to say it was like $10.95, maybe even $8.95. So it is a set of 6 stencils and then a outline die and an intricate die. So this is a great deal. I went in my Spellbinders file and then pulled out this beveled diamonds embossing folder. I think this is the first time I've used it, even though I probably had it for over a year. This is from last year. This is the embossing folder of the month from Spellbinders from May of 24. Then these I've had for years, and this is a very good purchase. I'm so glad that I got them when I did. So these are very large sentiments. You can use them on the outside of your card or on the inside of your card. And so this one is the Get Well set. Then I used this one, Loving Memories set. I used Happy Birthday. And then I dug in to look for, I wanted a light color lavender cardstock. And then I pulled this one out to use the lighter color in here. But then sitting on the chest in my closet, I also saw this, which went so well with that paper. I was like, let me make something with these. Hadn't planned on it. But when I saw that, I pulled those right on out to my table too. And then I used this Plum Spellbinders cardstock. I used this Partly Cloudy Spellbinders cardstock. And then I pulled this one open for the first time. This one says 2018. I pulled it out to use it. I just opened it, had never used this one. I have a smaller one that I used last year doing the Citrus Punch Mondays, but the big one, this is the first time I've opened it. So I'm digging in my stash, using my stuff, people. I also I used two of these, and then two of them I opened for the first time, but these are shimmer inks, pearlescent pigment inks from Crafter's Companion Spectral Noir. So I used the Queen Bee, the Peach Rose, the Lime Soda, and the Tropic Blue. And then, last but not least, I used a pile of Distress Oxide inks. And this past Monday, I took the time and I reorganized my inks, and I have all the Distress inks in order. So I also just printed off labels so that I could put the labels on the side. So hopefully I'll get that done this week, and that will be an organizational thing that I got done. So I used Mustard Seed, Kish Flamingo, Pick Raspberry, Wilted Violet, Cracked Pistachio, and Lucky Clover. Now, I am going to give Lady Kre a pass, because I'm not going to talk about her too bad. But she's probably going to cut up about me in her video, and that's okay. I love you, girlfriend. But when she asked, she said that we could do whatever we wanted to. And if you know Kre, she usually has a whole list of requirements and things to do. So I was like, okay, anything I want to do. I said that was the easiest that I have ever had an ask from her. So yeah, I called you out. So I know you're calling me out too. But anyway, let me show you what I made. My first card uses that Crafter's Companion embossing folder and stencil set. And this one, I use those shimmer inks. I have another one of this type set that I used a long time ago that I believe was a rose. And I used the older shimmer inks from Crafter's Companion on that one. But that was like several years ago. So I thought I would use the hummingbird one and do it the same way on the black background, and then using those shimmer inks that you could see as I move the card around. So I used a blue and a green one, and pink and yellow. And then I used this Better Press Sentiment. And then there's also a little design in the background with this embossing folder. So on the inside, I stamped her, "You're under the weather, sending a little note to wish you well and hopefully brighten your day." So that's a feel better card that I can have on hand to send out. And then I just have my stamp, "Keep this Audrey Petite Long, the So Good Crafter, made this just for you." So that is my first card. Now these next two are both using that set from Stamps by Me, which is a UK company. And you can get that on HSN, as I mentioned. But I used it the first way. I stenciled it and then I cut it out. So these are all those Distress Oxide inks that I used. I used that lattice embossing folder from Spellbinders in the back. This is one of the sentiments from the Better Press. And then I also added just a few gems on there just to add a little bit of sparkle. So I love the bright colors on this one. And then this paper I used is an ombre paper from that Tropical Vacation paper pad from Michaels. On the inside, I use another piece of the little ombre paper. And this one says, your birthday is a special day. It's going to be great. This card was handmade just for you to help you celebrate. And then again, I put my stamp on the back. So that's card number 2. Now card number 3 is the same design, but it is this intricate die that comes with it also. So you could stencil it and cut it out, or you could use this intricate die, which I used, and cut that out, but then I used the outline to cut out the light lavender sparkle glitter paper. And then the background on this one is the beveled embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder. And then another of the sentiments from the Better Press set. So this set gives you lots of versatility because you could do so many different things with it. You could just use the background to highlight something. You could, if you wanted to take the time, and I might do it sometime, is paper piece back in, cut this out several different colors, and then paper piece and have different colors. That would be very pretty too. So those are the cards. Now this one is a 5.5 by 7.5 because this is a wider die. This one is a 5 by 7, and you see it just fits. You have to turn them a certain way to get them to fit on a 5 by 7. It's too big for an A2 card. Then this one is also a 5 by 7 card. So those are the cards that I made. But then, like I said, I was in there looking for some lavender cardstock to go on the inside of this card. And then I saw that that tube of beads. So I made something that I have not made in quite a while. I did a dangle. And so I used those colors of paper that matched the beads. I made the little bookmark as a holder for the dangle. And then here's the little thing. I tied it on here with that. So I just mixed different color beads and I used that head on the bottom. So I did 3 different ones of those. But then we have like a pair of glasses on here. I have a couple high heel shoes. There's that one. There is another one here that's more of a sandal-like. I have a perfume bottle. And then I have the Eiffel Tower, which I will be getting to very, very soon. I was going to Paris in December and I ended up postponing the trip. So I'm hoping that maybe this year I can make the time and make the plans and that it will actually happen. But I will be going sometime soon. So that's why I saw that and I was like, well, let me do this, and I'll probably hang this in my craft room as another reminder. I have several pairs reminders because there are a couple rooms in my house that are decorated in a Paris theme. I also have a reminder photo in my office at work. I have the sign that says Paris. So yeah, I'm getting there, getting closer. So these are my projects that I made, and as I said, I am entering the cards into 2 crafters, 1 design, and then this, of course, is Fri-Yay Fun with Lady Kre. So go visit Kre and Faye if you have not. Their links will be in the description box below. I could talk. So Kre, thank you for asking me to join you in this. I can't wait to see what you and Faye have done. And I will be seeing you soon with some more projects. And I'm using my stuff in 2025. Thank you so much for watching, and you all have a great and a blessed day. Bye-bye.